This is extremely embarrassing, but my nails look like this now. It's been more than 2 months since I did gel polish overlay and now they're falling off. Melodysusie inspired me to finally redo them and sent me this pen e-file, which is the smallest and the lightest electric nail file I've ever seen. Also, I want to try butter nail trends, but with a little twist. Let's start with Unpacking Pocket Nail Drill. The box is so small and they come in multiple colors, and I picked this one. It's called light blue, but to me it looks more like mint, which is one of my favorite colors. In the kit there's also a bag that is included, so you can keep your electric nail file. The top speed is 20,000 rotations per minute, and you can control it with these buttons. So they have up to 9 modes of speed. You can click on pause and then it will stop at this exact speed. And you can also switch to forward and reverse mode. It's rechargeable, so once you charge it, you can use it just on its own with a battery. And if you prefer a different kind of control, you can also use this one. So you can operate the speed, the rotation right on the pen, or there's a different option. We can unlock this part, so now we technically have even smaller e-file, just half of this pen connected, and then the other side to some charger or portable power bank, and we can use it like this and use the controls. Oh my god, well, I think I would prefer the first part because I have really big hands, so when the handle of electric nail file is a bit longer, it just feels more comfortable for me. But wow, this is truly impressive. I mean, it's like a small pencil and it's still working. So you can control the speed, turn it on and off, and switch the rotations mode from this control too. But I think I will stick to the traditional version because I'm okay with pushing the buttons right here, and for me the most convenient part is that, let's say if you prefer the speed 5 to do most of the work, you can always pause and then proceed using the same speed. And Melodysusie also sent me another e-file which comes in pink color. Let's get back to my right hand, or should I say the disaster that is happening on my nails. They are literally falling off, especially this one, so we need to file it off ASAP. So there's the gel on them, so the best way to remove it is to file it off. So I will be using this carbide bead with green abrasive mark and the top speed, which is 20,000 rotations per minute. And since it's lifting, I'm going to start with the part that is not lifting yet, so it can easily come off. Oh man, I guess it wasn't very thoughtful of me to try this e-file for product removal, because clearly it's so hard. I mean, it's barely removing the product, and as you can see, it's almost stopping right in the product. So I thought, oh well, probably it's not compatible, but then I realized that the battery was low. So before you're using your rechargeable electric nail file, please check the battery levels. It was kind of late already, so I put it to charging mode and proceeded on the next day, and now you can see it's working so different. I mean, it's not stopping, it's definitely filing it off. So as I file off the product, I realized that the product is lifting like 90% of the product that I have on my nail is already lifted. So all we need to do is just to file off this corner, this little area along the sidewall, and that's it. The rest is already not in contact with my nail plate. Be careful when working with a rotating e-file close to the parts of the product that are lifted already, because sometimes if you get on a certain point, you may feel some unpleasant sensations. So try to always control the area you're filing. As you can see, I'm being extra careful because I don't want that to happen. I also don't want to overfile my poor nail plate that is already kind of damaged, and I feel like now we can open this door and see this mess under my nail. Like I said, this is so embarrassing, guys, but this is life. This is what I have because I had so much work. And of course, I was procrastinating because I'm always so excited to do my left hand because it's convenient. And it's the opposite of that to do this hand because, doing nails with my non-dominant hand is usually not as fun. So let's proceed to the next nail. And I feel like I do have some product lifting here too. And you know what's interesting? After 1 month, they were still good. So if I would have behaved better and removed them after 4 weeks, I wouldn't have any product lifting or products, but it's been, I believe, almost 2 months now. As you can see for this growth line, it's almost half of the length of my nail bed. So now it's obviously too late. And most of them are lifted, and my nails are a little damaged on the free edge area. Now let's talk about this pen nail drill. I really like that it's not too noisy, it's super light and portable, and I think this is actually the perfect tool for home use, for beginners, for anyone who doesn't really intend to work with a lot of clients, when you don't really need to remove tons of acrylic nails with 3D design every day. All you want to do is to take care of your own nails. Do dry manicure, maybe remove some gel every now and then. Well, for this purpose, it is perfect, and here's why. I have many friends and family members, and since I am a nail tech, of course, most of them have been my nail models at some point. So I did their nails, and they all seen the process of me doing dry manicure or product removal, and most of them think that it's easy, right? They've seen the process and they're like, okay, I probably can do it myself. And since I also get a lot of PR products, sometimes I give these e-files to them. So whenever I had an experience of my mom doing her own nails, or my friends trying to do their own nails with strong electric nail files, the ones that are designed for salon use, 100% of the time, nothing good came out of it. Because when they tried without any prior training, just thinking that it's easy and they're just trying to mimic what I'm doing, every single time they ended up with extremely overfiled and damaged nails. Because I know what it's like. It's not easy. Even students on my classes at the beginning, they make some mistakes because it takes time, it takes practice to feel the e-file and to do the right moves. So whenever you're trying it without any training, with a strong e-file, with a high speed, most likely you may damage or overfile your natural nails. So almost all of them had these rings of fire near their cuticles. Now with this pen drill, I think it's much better because it's strong enough to clean the cuticles, to do the job that you need to be done, but it's not strong enough to damage your nails. Well, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I mean, if you try hard enough, you can still overfile your nail a little bit, but it just doesn't have this extra strength, so it's going to be much easier to control the pressure. So if you want to have an electric nail file just for home use, just to do dry manicure for yourself, this actually might be a good solution. I received another box from Melodysusie which says pen drill nail box, and I wonder what that is. Okay, so this is pink. This is a small box. Okay, so this is the picture of what we need to put in here. So looks like this is a case to keep this nail drill, and we also can put some nail drill bits right here and a nail file, and then you close it and you keep it all inside. That is so cute, and I think is perfect for transportation when you want to take it with you somewhere. Let's proceed with my nails because I have intention to make them super pretty today, and I'm going to start with pushing back my cuticles with orange wood stick. Since I didn't do any cuticle care or manicure for this hand for almost
2 months, usually it's tougher to do this. So the more often you do manicure and cuticle care, the easier it is to do it, and the opposite is true as well, which means we need to do some extra work, and after pushing them back, I'm going to file them shorter. It will not make any sense to try to keep the free edge of my natural nails because they are damaged already, and I want this nail plate to renew as fast as possible. That's why it would totally make sense to file them short, and we're doing extensions anyways. So I'm going to use a diamond flame shaped bead and the top speed, which is 20,000 rotations per minute, and clean the cuticle and the sidewalls to prep my nails for soft gel extensions. The reason I'm using the top speed because it feels better for me and I'm confident with my e-file, but if you're just getting started, I suggest you to use a lower mode such as 7. I think it would be perfect for beginners. But honestly, it's not only about the experience, it also depends on the nails. Even though I haven't done manicure for 2 months, still there is not that much to clean. Yes, I know, I'm probably lucky here. But sometimes with certain nails, there's a lot to clean. If you see a lot of dry skin, then you may still consider using a high speed. But keep in mind that you're not supposed to file the natural nail. So always focus on filing the skin and removing the cuticles and cleaning the side grooves. Once one side is clean, it's time to do the other side. So I will switch to reverse mode and work in the opposite direction. OMG, I just love this feeling of cleaning my nails, this sense of freedom when you're free of all this crusty, dusty old skin and cuticles, and I'm so excited to have my nails freshly manicured and clean, and of course to do the new design. I need to do the exact same thing on the other side, and once it's all clean, we need to remove the surface shine. Since half of my nails were outgrown, we need to do that. And also, like, this nail is a bit damaged. We can see this peeling part of the nail plate, and I'm going to gently file them off because unfortunately it's the same as split hair. It's not going to grow back anyways. We still need to wait until my nail plate renews. So I will gently file them off to avoid further peeling from the product. I'm using 180 grit file. Be careful, do not file your nail plate too much. All I'm going to do is just to remove these peeled parts, and looks like it's done. And then I'm going to trim the dead tissue of the aponican with manicure scissors. And finally, we have these clean manicured nails. They look much better already, but now let's make them even better with the new extensions. So I will use base coat and top coat by Melodysusie. They're HEMA free, so they will be a perfect fit if you're experiencing some allergies when working with a certain products. And first I'm going to apply dehydrator, let dry, and if you want an additional adhesion, you can also use non-acid primer. But keep in mind, if you use that, then you will not be able to soak them off, and you will need to use a filing off method. Then we need to apply base coat, and I am truly a fan of this Melodysusie base coat because their brush is amazing. It's so soft and it has this perfect shape to apply near the cuticle and along the sidewalls. So this process is just pure enjoyment. So make sure you're not missing any spots as well as you're not touching the skin. It has medium consistency, so it's perfect for applying on few nails at once. You don't need to freeze cure one by one. You can apply on 4 nails and then cure them in LED for 1 minute. My nails are super short now, and there is not enough canvas to do the art that I planned for, so I'm going to apply square-shaped soft gel tips. Melodysusie happened to have this light yellow color which will be perfect for this butter nails trend. It also has a slight silver shimmer in it. I'm not sure if you can see it through the camera. Honestly, even in real life, you can barely see it, but it's there, which makes it even easier to apply it. I kind of like this color on its own, but I already have this nail art idea in mind, so we need to proceed with that. I'm using Detailer brush, which also came in some nail art kits I received from Melodysusie earlier, and I use it to get even closer to the cuticle area and to the sidewalls, to make sure I do not have any gaps. Remember that cool brush that they have in base coat? Well, they also have them for HEMA-free color collections as well, which makes it so convenient to apply the color. And I think it still looks better with the two coats. So I applied 2 thin coats, cured it for 1 minute, and it's so pretty. Now let's add a little twist. So then I will use a HEMA-free top coat and apply a little more than I usually do. And then I will use this brush for lashes and make a little mess and freeze cure immediately. Then I cured it for 50 seconds in LED lamp, and I will use this pearl white chrome powder to apply it on top. For some reason, whenever I hear butter, or even the first time I heard butter nails trend, for some reason I thought about this butter spread. You know, when you have this textured knife and you spread the butter, you always see this picture. That's why I thought light yellow nails are nice, and yes, they do look pretty, but if we add this little spread, this little texture, it's going to look so much better. In case you're not a fan of textured nails, you like them all smooth, with this technique and a top coat, all you need to do later is to seal them with a glossy top coat, and the surface is going to be 100% smooth. If you don't mind texture, then you can apply a thin coat of the top coat and you will have a little bit of it. But I think it's much better if you make them smooth anyways, and there will be only a look of this little texture on top. Do not forget to freeze cure them immediately, because if you wait a little, then it's going to self-level and it will be smooth again. At some point, I've seen so many butter nails on the internet and they're cute, but even though I didn't have this color on my nails, I kind of got tired of it. You know, when you see the same kind of manicure for a while, you just feel tired. So I thought this pearl texture will add it a little bit of a new twist and make it a little different. So after applying the chrome powder to make sure it's going to last, you can buff the free edge of the nails. You can also apply non-acid primer to the edge of the nails to make sure it's going to last, and seal it with a glossy top coat.
Let me know what do you think about this trend, and I will leave the link to this Melodysusie pen e-file in the description box as usual. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!